Hello folks, well welcome to this edition of Reflections with the Rocker. I've been truly blessed to have the health I have and to be able to have this longevity in the sport I love so much called pro wrestling stuff. So anytime I get the chance to share my skills, my talent or my time for good causes, I'm all in. I mean, I'm not going to list all stuff to sound like I'm bragging, but it's not that hard to do, people. If it's something you enjoy, get involved and help out. Even a little bit goes a long ways. This particular edition is around Mark Grayson and his Willpower events for the Haralson County Special Olympics. Years ago, Mark Grayson lost his son Will, and he was a big influence on the West Georgia wrestling scene of writing articles, going to shows, all that stuff. So it was a big hit when we lost Will, but to keep his memory alive, his dad started doing these events, the Willpower events, and luckily, I was fortunate and blessed to be on quite a few of those, and because I found out later on that I was one of Will's favorites. But and what you don't realize is when you make a donation to Special Olympics, straight to Special Olympics goes straight to them. All these other counties, Special Olympics counties, do not really get that much funding from the big corporation Special Olympics. So if you want to make a donation, support locally. Look them up. Whatever county and stuff. Just look for Special Olympics in your county stuff. You want to make a donation, make it directly with them because it stays local. It's just like, anything you can do to support locally, do as much as you can and stuff. So, but anyway, one time it was Mark Grayson called up and said, hey, Brandon McClure, which is one of our good friends, we lost him a few years back, was like, him and Will were big buddies, and he'd be like the commissioner sometimes of the shows and whatnot, and sometimes, he was also known as King Brandon or just King B. But Mark called up and said, hey, do you think you and Frank would mind doing Team Extreme and let Brandon be your manager? It was, didn't even have to think about it. It's like, heck yes. Me and Frank, we chatted, so we're super excited about that. We love to. So you got the managers one time, and then one time, I think it was Awesome TC and myself, and Brandon was our manager at ringside, and we wrestled Pretty Boy Floyd and Brian Alexander Great. And I remember somehow we got on the floor, punched Brian, punched all that stuff, and had a rope wrapped around hog style around his ankles, hooked it onto Brandon's electric wheelchair, and then he drug him out from ringside toward the little locker room. Just fun stuff like that, like that. And after the shows, we get the kids, once getting rain, those at ringside, so we get some photos of it and just spend time with the kids and stuff, because that's what it's all about. And there was this one time that I was playing the role of the bad guy, and listen, King B has a bucket list item. Okay. He said he wants to pin somebody in a match. Real quick. He said, well, that's when we're talking. I was like, yes. So it was a big tag match and big smiles at the end, and I think Curry Kid Jr. came off the top ropes in some kind of flashing move, and they gently got Brandon out of his wheelchair, slid him on the ropes, and then somebody gently laid him on top of me, and I gracefully lay there for 3 count. Yeah, I was doing this as well, fighting back my emotions. Yeah, it was just very heartwarming to know that I could help someone check a bucket list, and it meant a lot to them. for the most part, those fans that were there for those shows wasn't your true typical wrestling fans. They were there for their special needs kids. They were there for the calls and them supporting the calls and the talent of that. So, you know, we gave the rest of the show, and then those who wanted to be entertained, we entertained them in so many different ways. Those wasn't the matches wasn't all there. Sometimes a lot of comedy, a lot of interaction with the kids, stuff like that, and got them involved, announcers and whatnot, taking the ring clothes, you know, back to the locker. So it was all about the kids. So, yeah, truly blessed. I'm not, you know, I cannot say it enough. And so any chance you can do to help any causes near and dear to your heart. It don't have to be Special Olympics. You know me, you know, Special Olympics, breast cancer because my mom's a survivor, so all that. And there's so many different ones that ties in all that, but it's not that hard. Get involved. I mean, whether it's a donation, you know, a few hours of your time, you know, transport and water, so all that, just get involved. And the feeling you get cannot ever be bought. But yeah, so I got a few photos from the little bits that I mentioned of, and they'll be at the end of this video, stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed this edition. If you don't take none of the way, get involved, support locally. As Poops and Pops has always said, till next time, peace, love, see ya.